pregnancy can take away my coffee, but it can't take away my ice bath.
Hey beautiful humans, good morning, good afternoon, good evening,
good evening.
Wherever you are. We are again tuning in, Bre and Flo here with another vlog today. We are so excited to vlog again, it feels so good. Today we are in Austria, near Innsbruck, in a small mountain town, and now it's time to do our practice, movement, breathwork, meditation practice, and also for the cold shower. So we will practice today outside here by this beautiful lake, roll out our mats, practice there, and then go into the water for a nice swim.
We're blessed with almost no clouds today, so it'll be a beautiful sunny practice.
We've been doing cold exposure training for several years now. Cold showers, ice baths, and we also share the ice bath experience in every single one of our retreats. We do ice baths daily in those retreats. So there's different ways of doing it. There are so many benefits to why to do it, and also there's a system behind it how to do it. We will talk about that more later towards the end of the video. So we're now discussing if it's hot out here or not.
It's not hot. He just somehow has his shirt off. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, this was such a good practice, out with the fresh air, the sunshine, and still the cold air. So cold, fresh air, but warm sun.
Yeah. Felt
Beautiful.
Amazing, revitalizing.
So one question we always get is how we plan our practice, if we plan our practice at all, if we write up a sequence that we do in the morning, if we practice the same thing every day, if I'm teaching Bre or Bre's teaching me. So we wanted to take the time real quick to address that and answer that question because it comes up a lot, and it's a good question.
You probably have seen in our time lapses on Instagram of our daily practice. We haven't been posting them as frequently, especially because we had the retreat. Usually we're on the mat in the morning and practicing and flowing together, and then we get a slew of questions about how it's actually done.
Yeah. So to make this short, we are not teaching each other. We also do not do the same practice every day. We also do not plan our sequences in detail ahead. We get on our mat when we want to practice and we just see what's coming up. We start moving, it's always similar, some starting pose like child's pose or seated. We set an intention for the practice, and then we do some wrist warm-ups, as you know from our videos. And then what comes after that first downward dog, is really every day different, and we also don't know. Yeah. So we just move in a way that feels good for us, what comes up intuitively, what comes up with creativity. Some days are more creative than others.
Transitions or poses and
some new funky stuff, yeah. Just see how this feels. And on some days we just keep it super simple, just less poses, longer holds. It's always different every single day. The general structure of the practice is usually the same, so it's like a flow practice. Then we do afterwards maybe some mobility training, some strength training, some handstand training. So that general skeleton of a structure for the practice is the same. But what we do in the flow, what we exactly do in the strength training is always different every single day.
And from this practice daily on the mat is how we can continue to create sequences and to continue being creative and unique in our practice and the way that we teach. If you stop practicing and then you're just trying to figure out what to teach, it becomes very hard and somewhat not authentic. Of course, there's transitions and moves and poses that we learn from other people in the yoga world, which is amazing. And of course, everything is already shared. We're online, and that's how it is in the community.
Nothing is a secret anymore.
Yeah, and it's amazing to have that too. But at the same time, the most authentic way to continue teaching is by teaching from the space where you practice. So only teaching really what you practice yourself.
We connect to our heart and to our truth. So what we're teaching is not poses. So we're not doing this practice to keep sharing some more movements and some poses. We do this practice to connect to our own heart, to meditate, to breathe. Breathwork, this is the absolute most important practice. And then we add the movement on top. And all of this together is the space that we enter in our own practice, and then we share it in our classes. So there's a lot of movement teachers out there, lots of asana teachers that teach you great poses and really fun transitions and lots of core burnout and stuff like this. But there's not so many yoga teachers out there that really teach the real practice of yoga and not just the poses. And so if you are a teacher and you're not taking the time for yourself to meditate daily and to do the breath work, then from what space are you teaching? And then it also gets very hard and exhausting to teach. But if you always teach what you practice, it's easy. You just teach what you what you practiced this morning. What you did on your own mat, maybe modify it, simplify, make it harder, change it for the whole group setting. And then you just teach what you practice, so it's super easy. And we did a video about this topic already, I think 3 or 4 years ago, how to be an authentic yoga teacher, and we said the exact same thing.
I think we only had 500 subscribers at that point, and we're very confident about the fact that your own teachings come from your own practice.
In the first 2 years, really no one showed up for our class, although the truth and the core of our message that we wanted to send is the same. It never changed. And it took going from one studio to the next, that finally we were in a space where everyone appreciated this message a lot. And from that day on, classes were completely full. And now retreats and everything sells out very quick, and workshops, and it's all growing. And this is not because we're awesome people and because we do whatever crazy thumbnails or something like this. So there's no secrets. It's just a lot of hard work for a long time, staying consistent, and most importantly, staying true to your own message and to yourself. And not just hopping on the trend because you see it's working. Other people are growing fast and they have success with it and it's trendy. That is maybe not your true authentic self. And instead take the harder road, the slower road, to stay true to yourself, and you enjoy every day what you're doing and you just feel good about it all. And everyone will come, people will come that resonate with your message. That's it about the morning practice. Let's wrap this up. This was already very long. Now we are excited and
I'm so excited.
We is anxiously waiting to go into the lake.
I can't wait. No, really, I actually can't. I'm really excited to do cold exposure again. And the first 5 months of pregnancy, I wasn't quite sure if I could even do it and didn't really take the time to research deeply about the topic. And I just decided no cold exposure during the pregnancy. Turns out cold exposure is great for pregnancy, especially if you've already been doing it prior to pregnancy. So I've been doing cold exposure and ice baths for, 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
And so this is nothing new for me. But if you are pregnant and if you've never done an ice bath, then now is not the time to start. Give it a try after the baby is born, and then get more used to it on your own independently before you try it when you're pregnant.
So this is not for you to give you advice. This is not if you're pregnant to, Bre said we can do it, so let's do it. We are doing our thing to the best of our knowledge, and we let you also do your thing, and we're not giving you advice that you should do or should not do anything.
Yes, exactly. So please don't comment below and tell me to not do what I should be doing in my own body. This is what I know will feel great for me and the baby, and yeah, it's all good. And if it doesn't jive with you, that's also okay. This is not meant to be medical advice that you should go jump in some ice if you're pregnant. Please don't do that, actually.
Let's get into the water.
Woo!
So of course there's many physical benefits. For example, it increases your energy, your focus, your mood.
Reduces your stress.
Reduces the inflammation that you have in your body. It also boosts your immunity and your immune system. And the main reason why we do it is mostly for the mind. It develops a lot of willpower and a really strong mind. If you can be relaxed in the ice or in the very cold water, you can be also relaxed and make it through tough stuff in your life, because that's what the practice is for. It's challenging, but you can grow from it, and instead of it being your enemy, it becomes your teacher.
When you can come back to the breath, when you can breathe and take slow, deep breaths and be present, then you can make it through just about anything in life.
Whew, what a good day.
Yeah.
So now we will do a little bit of a Qigong practice to warm back up and get the heat created from within so it can spread. And if you want to avoid taking a hot shower now, or a sauna or something,
Or drying off immediately.
or drying off, or with the sun. So you want to create the energy and the heat from within. I have so much energy.
I know already. Let's go do 100 push-ups.
Yes, push-ups are also great. So thanks guys for watching.
Yes.
Support the channel.
Yeah, you can also research more about cold exposure and ice bath and cold showers. It's an incredible healing tool that's been used for thousands of years. This is nothing new. So scope it out. Thanks for watching. Now it's time for some Qigong and push-ups.
Let's do it.
And lunch. Oh yeah!